This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1339 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks, brought to you today by Wintec Saddles. Greetings, everyone. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily, where Christy Landwehr and Chelsea Erler explain how to use a deceptively simple cloverleaf exercise to teach horse and rider about collection and extension. But before we get to our tip, a word about our sponsor, Wintec Saddles. Available now from leading retailers throughout North America, the new and improved range from Wintec, the world's favorite synthetic saddle brand. Combining hard-wearing materials with best-in-class technology, the range of new and improved Wintec saddles now has something for every discipline, conformation, and budget. The new specialist conformation saddle models include the Wintec 2000 High Wither All-Purpose, Wintec 2000 Wide All-Purpose, and the Wintec Pro Wide Dressage. And that's not all. Improved comfort for you and your horse with super soft panels that mold in and around your horse's working muscles for a closer, more stable fit. Plus, the amazing new saddle flap that contours around your horse, channeling your thigh to improve contact. Head out to your local retailer and have a sit in one of the new and improved Wintec saddles, or visit them online at wintecsaddles, that's saddles plural, .us. wintecsaddles.us.
Are there any other specific patterns, exercises, or drills that you like to do with any of your different disciplined riders and what have you?
We have one that my 4-H kids deem the Cloverleaf of doom, and I really don't know how it developed this name, but it is a great exercise to practice both lengthening, collecting, and utilization of straight lines and half circles. So what you'll do is you'll set up 4 cones in the center of your arena, and they're spaced maybe 6 foot, 7 foot apart. It doesn't really matter, just as long as it's a box. And what you're going to do at first is just walk a straight line through your cones and then make only half circles to the right. So you are always going through the center of your cones. And if you look at it on a piece of paper, it makes a perfect clover leaf if you look at it and ride it. And it's a great exercise to practice bringing them, rocking them back over their haunches as you're riding a circle, because we all know that when you ride a circle, it naturally rocks a horse back and slows it down. So then you can start playing with that. When you get on that straight line, you find that more extended rhythm. And then when you're making those half circles and looking ahead for those half circles, which I find a lot of people don't look ahead for their circles, it will help naturally rock them back as well.
Yeah, I think that is a super idea. And I love that because it's a visual then. You know, horses love to seek, right? And people do too. So when you have cones or you have, like you said, the logs, it gives you a visual instead of just a wide open pasture or a wide open trail or a wide open arena, right? It gives you visuals for the horse and you. So I think that's super. That cracks me up that it's the cloverleaf pattern of doom. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it really does, like, people will do it at a walk and they're going, oh, this is so easy, we're bored. And then as soon as you up the ante and make them trot or canter or jog and lope, all of a sudden those half circles are looking like teardrops. They're not looking, they're paying attention on.
Yeah. This is a deceptively difficult exercise. I've done this, and I distinctly remember the first time I ever had to do it. We did not have cones. I had to just make it up in my head. And the first time the instructor said, well, this is what we're going to do. First of all, it took me about 15 minutes to even get it right because I kept trying to make figure eights. It was like, how do you do this? So I finally got it. And it is deceptively difficult. As soon as you straighten out from that circle, if you let your horse fall on the forehand, the next half circle you do looks like crap. It looks like a potato. Yeah, and you can make it bigger or smaller. Depending on the skill of the horse and the rider pair, you can make those half circles really big, which what we were doing. Each one was a good 15 meters. But you can certainly shrink it down for the desired effect. And I highly, highly recommend this one to everybody to try. Just put something in your arena to give you a visual of where you're going. Or if you're doing a really big one, you might not even need to have any kind of a visual. But see if you can maintain a rhythm and a stride length and a frame throughout. And then if you want to get really tricky, and it's easy to try it at the walk at first, can you shorten that walk on the straight part? Can you shorten the walk on the curved part? And this is an awesome one.
Yes. And we like Daniel Stewart activities every once in a while. I don't know if you've heard of him, but we challenge our riders sometimes, and we make it a counting game that, all right, you have to get that half circle, and when you cross your box, you need to get 15 strides until you cross your next cone. And then the next time through, okay, you need to get 25 strides. So it becomes the battle of the wits. And if you don't do it right, it's all about finding those happy balances and figuring out, and it becomes more of a game at that point. But you have to keep those nice circles. And then if you get flat and you do it multiple times, oh man, you're going to have to do some equestrian sit-ups and be better for your horse.
That's so true. And you know what else is so funny, ladies, is boy, you reverse and you got to sometimes start all over. You're like, seriously?
Yeah.
Because each way can sometimes be a challenge, depending on horse and rider, right? Sometimes the horse is one-sided, but a lot of times we're the ones that are one-sided that cause our horse to be.
And that about wraps it up for today. You can find links to today's guest as well as lots more tips at horsetipdaily.com. Make sure to have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go. You can download the free Horse Radio Network app for your iPhone or your Android. Just go to your app store, search Horse Radio Network. It's free and easy to use. You can also listen to our podcasts at Horse Radio Network on any of your favorite podcatchers, including iTunes. And thanks again to our sponsor of today's episode, Wintec Saddles, wintecsaddles.us. This is Coach Jen, and I will be back again soon with another tip. So until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements made by guests on the Horse Tip Daily. Please use your own judgment when listening to the tips on this show.